Alright, naming an angle with symbols in geometry. This one can be overlooked quickly. If you overlook teaching your students how to name angles properly, you can have disaster in a hurry in a math classroom. In the past, I've assumed kids would be able to pick up on this quickly, and sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So I always just assume they don't know how to do it. They're all ignorant about it. But let's say you just had a common angle. Okay, we already kind of know what an angle is. And we've got A, B, C. We'll name everything. Okay, these obviously are the sides of the angle, both sides here. This is the vertex. So we can name this angle several ways. So that angle would be named angle ABC, or angle B, or you could reverse the letters and go CBA. But notice my vertex is always in the center. Okay, and you always have the angle symbol out in front of it. So later on, I want students to be able to say, hey, this says angle ABC, or this says angle B. They should read the word, this represents the word angle. Okay. So that's just a basic one. Now it gets a little more complicated if you have, say, several angles in one place. So we'll call this maybe O, and this A, and this B, and this one we'll call it F, point F. Okay, so now we've got three angles here we could label. Okay, so angle AOF. Okay. Angle AOF would be this angle right there particularly. You could not use angle O in this case because there are just too many angles. There's three angles. You'd have to be specific. Okay, if you're not specific, you're just shooting yourself in the foot there. Alright, so another angle in that one would be angle FOB. And there it is, right there. Or BOF, or FOA, angle FOA. So you can switch the letters all around as long as O, your vertex is always in the middle. Now, some texts will also use this symbol, an M, with an angle after it, and then say FOB. Okay, this is a scalar amount. They actually want to know the angle. M means, you can translate this to measure of angle FOB. So they want to know the measure. So you get your protractor and measure it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say it looks like what? 50 degrees maybe. So the measure of angle FOB looks like it's 50 degrees. I guess we could have pulled out a protractor and set it up there and measured it, but we'll just assume it's 50 degrees. That's a good enough estimate for this video. And hopefully now you understand just the symbols of labeling an angle, so that when somebody says, hey, what'd you get for angle FOB, you can say, well, the measure is 50 degrees. And that is how you name angles symbolically in geometry. Hope it helps. If you're teaching this stuff, don't ignore teaching it to the kids.